Trouble keeping up with the Joneses? It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, Aaron Jones, no picnic a week ago. He's looking for another big game, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Randy Godden and Charles Davis.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Back north. Hey, 626.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The numbers for Jones last week, 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Jim. 630.
Rodgers going to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Let's go, D. Plant. Go. Hey, Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. This complete to Jones.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their... On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Now a first down carry by Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Rodgers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score as his guys have now moved out in front. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he...
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Rodgers. Jones has it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Ricky Ortiz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. On first down, Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
58. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 26. Hey, 398.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
319.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, the connection made. It's Graham. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield.
Here we go. 319. Check three.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Gets through and now an opening. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
That's what I do. He's coming for it.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Rodgers now to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Now Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Rodgers now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Rodgers to throw once more. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down. Play. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last week... Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 36. Great blocking on the return. It springs him. From the 36, Rodgers. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This game's...
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. They'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down Packers. Just 2 minutes remaining here. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,
Trouble keeping up with the Joneses? It's the coach. And this is the NFL on EA.
Hey, you block over here. Alert 3.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers, the left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of it.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20, 10, Touchdown, Packers! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
No, 319! Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Check. No.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-3 is your score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. Down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, they get downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete.
I like the strategy.
Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe.
They better figure something. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go, man.
This is taken at the 15. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And it's a touchdown for the Packers.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
Let's go.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just out.
319. 59. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. 319.
On second down, it's Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And some space here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31, as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 31, Rodgers is caught outright by Graham. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Rodgers now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. Still on his feet. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Rodgers again now. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950.
Stand it up. 158. Inside. 6 guys. Check 6.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
It's a party now. Shift.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25.
No. 58. Come on, baby.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Rodgers now operating from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They come up in an offset eye.
Let's get the ball.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns, but the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their...
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike 37. We'll hold this.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Over here. That's the way. Check. Lucky. Easy.
Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
No. 258. Check.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch the slant. Shift. Watch the shift. No. Hold. Check. Watch out. We are going.
On first down, Jones. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 22 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
No. 319. 59. Your track.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate it.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Let's go, guys.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Blue 58. In the face. SOS. Flip it down.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every.
You don't want no problems with me. No. Charlie. Don't let Charlie. 318. Watch QB drop. Check. 318.
On third down, it's Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll take this one down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.